Welcome to the HighKey CLOUT podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Jordan Lynch.
And I am Luke Lynch.
Before we introduce today's guest, make sure you give us 5 stars wherever you're listening to this, or give us a like on YouTube. Subscribe, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Let's get into the guest.
So today on the show, we're interviewing John and Dan Snow. These guys are the owners of the Snow Agency, previous owners of the GOAT case, and have done so much more. They started with Caffeine Digital, and we're going to go through their entire journey, how they made their success. They talk about how they made $6 million in 6 months. This is going to be a good podcast, guys. Stay tuned.
HighKey CLOUT Podcast.
It's all about the cloud.
All right, we are here with John and Dan Snow. Thank you for being on the HighKey CLOUT podcast, guys.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure joining you.
Yeah, a couple of brothers just like us. This is dope.
If you guys are on video, these two look very alike, just like us.
What's the age difference between you two?
So I'm 30 and Dan, how old are you? I forget.
26.
26, so 4 years.
Wow, awesome.
That's about the same age difference. We're 3 years apart.
Yeah.
Nice.
So give us a little bit of background, guys. Where did it all start? How did it turn into a GOAT case? All the other companies? Give us the backstory.
So prior to GOAT Case, which was our first large-scale e-commerce store, I had been creating large followings on Twitter and Instagram prior to that. I think I had already gained like 15 million followers, something like between Twitter and Instagram organically. And we launched a self-serve advertising platform back in 2014 called Caffeine Digital. And Caffeine Digital really blew up. It was one of the first ad platforms for influencers and really just anyone with a large following on social media. In our first year, we already had 4,000 people using our platform, ranging from celebrities like Cardi B, Black China, Amber Rose, to all the way down to, someone with 10,000 followers on a basketball or fitness page. And through that platform, we were able to see through just thousands of people using it, which type of demographics resonate with certain types of content, how much traffic could each person send in a predictable manner. And we were just able to use all this information to then launch our own e-commerce brands, starting with GOAT Case. And GOAT Case really blew up. We did $6 million in our first 6 months, and we just decided to keep the momentum going and creating more brands with the same process that we created. And now we have an agency called the Snow Agency where we grow brands with the same way that we grew our own.
Wow. So GOAT Case, 6 million in 6 months. Did that come from the caffeine agency starting, and then you use that platform to boost your e-commerce?
No.
You didn't use it at all?
At all. Just really used the knowledge from the platform.
Wow.
To that.
We learned which influencers resonated with which products, kind of found the different niches that we could expose with GOAT Case. So everything that we basically learned from the Caffeine Digital platform, we applied those same concepts to running massive influencer campaigns for GOAT Case.
Wow. And was GOAT Case, when you started up GOAT Case, was that all bootstrapped?
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah, we've never raised a dollar.
We actually started it before we even hired a person and literally had to hire people overnight because we were overrun by orders.
What campaigns did you start with to see that early success?
We started with a lot of Twitter and then Instagram, just organic shout outs. We were doing our first month alone. We were doing over 100 million impressions a day on both the platforms combined.
Wow. That makes sense. I mean, like I remember that time, and I was seeing GOAT Case ads all the time.
Yeah.
So you were using theme pages on Instagram, but also people.
Yeah,
also people influencers.
Yeah.
Which one was more?
We had professional athletes, celebrities, Olympians.
It was blowing up so
comedians.
much. We had literally like professional athletes like DMing us. All we had to do was send them free cases, and they were just shouting us out for free with the case. It was like unbelievable.
Oh, that's
wow.
sweet. Yeah, that's the best.
That's crazy. That's natural marketing.
One of my favorite videos was Landon Collins on the Giants. We're big Giants fans. we live in New Jersey, and he also lived in New Jersey. He DM'd us for a case, sent it to him. Then he stuck the goat case on the Giants locker room stall.
I saw that video.
Giants like in the locker room to come in and like say what's up to everyone. That was cool.
Yeah, I saw that video. I remember seeing that video.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's awesome.
Wow. So the first product, because GoatCase had a lot of different products, but the main one was of course the case that's stuck onto any surface. And was that the first? The one that you started with on GoatCase? And that's the one that was like the majority that brought you to 6 million in 6 months.
Yeah.
Cool.
So GoatCase, so that was launched in July. In February, we had launched our second brand called Perfect Sculpt, and that one we actually scaled to 12 million in 6 months.
Wow. So there was
That's insane.
so there was a period of them overlapping with each other.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were talking earlier. You said that you guys actually sold GoatCase. Which time was that, and what led you to that decision of selling GoatCase?
That was only last year, and we still actively run the ads for GoatCase. And it's really just a pivot to now us wanting to focus more on our agency and not worry about customer service and operations and logistics of the what it takes to run an e-commerce business. So we want to focus on just the advertising and focus on the agency. So
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like we have a similar scenario where we have an agency and then the influencer management company, HighKey CLOUT. We also have HighKey Co, our e-commerce company where we sell wireless earbuds. I don't know if you've seen the influence ads. We did similar type stuff with GoatCase. A lot of influencer work. Yeah, and we brought our youngest brother on as a partner, so he handles all the logistics and all the customer service.
Yeah.
And allows us to focus on the agency side, just like you guys.
Yeah, so we gave him a percentage of the equity to just handle pretty much everything.
Yeah, he handles all the day-to-day.
Yeah. I feel like the operations with e-commerce are like the most time consuming and honestly what we're least good at. So that's why, and then one of the other reasons it was the agency, but also the launch of Perfect Sculpt, like that took up so much time with all the different variants and SKUs we have and how just time consuming running the operations were. It was impossible to do those two simultaneously.
Totally.
And then also launch an agency.
Yeah.
So it was just a breaking point we had.
So the only company you guys have now is the Snow Agency. Is that right? Everything else is.
And so we still do own a portion of Perfect Sculpt.
Okay.
It's not a majority stake.
Right.
And we are still active in the day-to-day with that, just mostly on the marketing end. We don't really handle fulfillment or operations or customer service or anything like that.
Well, that's great. That's
great.
exactly what you guys want.
Yeah.
We stick to what we love and what we're good at. So.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so Snow Agency, take us through that. Where do you guys get your clients? Who are your clients? How does the Snow Agency work?
So we have, I believe we have around 25 clients right now.
On retainer?
Yeah, we work on a
Okay.
retainer or percentage of ad spend with every creator. So we're incentivized to grow brands very quickly and hopefully profitably, just like the whole point like we have done in the past and we've already been doing for the last 6 months since we've been full-time with the agency. A lot of our clients come in from word of mouth, referrals. We have a sales team as well, so some outbound. Yeah.
Cool. So do you guys find with outbound, are you doing cold or is it like some form of retargeting the people you already know?
No, cold. Yeah, like cold outreach to typically brands that we identify that we think could be a good fit, where we'd be confident, we can onboard them and grow them very quickly.
Cool.
What are the main services that you guys offer in the Snow Agency?
So we offer Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, email marketing, and creatives.
Got it. So is it mainly geared towards e-commerce companies then?
It's mainly geared towards e-commerce companies, but we do have some other clients that are not e-commerce. Obviously, just most of our companies are e-commerce because that's where we have tons of relationships and
Makes sense.
go through our referring. They're referring.
And the testimonials, you guys can say GoatCase. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what makes us really unique as an agency is that we've been there, done that, we're not just an agency that started from scratch, had no e-com background. We basically put our money where our mouth is. You know, we
nice.
launched all these brands, showed a proven track record, and basically said we can apply the same principles we did to our own brands, to your brands, and achieve hopefully that explosive growth that we did for ourselves.
I'm interested to hear, with your clients knowing that you come from that background, do they ever ask you like consulting type questions about other things like the fulfillment side of things, like where you guys ran into trouble?
Oh yeah, so that's really another unique. Sorry, this dog here like
Is that a Frenchie?
That's a cute dog.
So yeah, no, that's actually a unique offering. So technically, I mean, we're consulting on the fly, nonstop at basically no extra charge. So we have a ton of relationships in fulfillment with 3PLs, different shipping options that we can offer to customers. Basically anything that we dealt with, and we dealt with every problem you could possibly deal with. We pretty much have an easy, streamlined solution that we offer to all our clients before it becomes that issue for them. So we usually end up consulting just, totally offline, like, free of charge, of course, if they're our client. And we basically give them all these opportunities and partnerships that we think will help boost their business, both, top line revenue and also cutting costs with different things like 3PL or shipping options.
What's 3PL?
Like a fulfillment center. So
Okay.
Yeah, we've had experience with various fulfillment centers. So if you don't want to pack your own orders, which nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, we have ShipUp. We use ShipUp.
Yep. So we've basically had partnerships with a bunch of different ones, and we have one that we're really comfortable with now that we basically send all of our clients to.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
Oh, nice. And you get referrals for that. That's huge.
Yep, the cheapest option. They're extremely flexible. So they're a highly trusted partner that we give to every client.
Nice. Well, what would you recommend for Facebook ads? Because we never really got good results from cold Facebook ads.
So there's a lot of things that go into the Facebook ads, and I always hear people say like, "Oh, Facebook ads don't work. I tried it, didn't work."
Like retargeting works for us, but not cold. Like,
Yeah, we do.
Have we ever had success with cold?
We
really?
kill on retargeting ads. Just retargeting our website traffic, retargeting our Instagram views even. Any type of retargeting has done well for us. But cold ads, when we're going to an audience that has never seen any of our videos, have never touched our website, we get negative ROAS always.
So it really comes down to not just the ads and who you're targeting and what type of audience you're using from a technical standpoint, but also just what content are you using, understanding what content works on prospecting, understanding the landing page, how you can improve the conversion rate and optimization for cold audiences. So all those types of things that I mentioned go into the ads itself. And, if you're just using whatever content it is and sending it to a product page without proper upsells and stuff like that, it's going to be tough to profit in prospecting. But so there's a lot more things than just ads that people.
Right.
I don't
it goes
think
a lot deeper.
Yeah.
What comes into margins? How much are you marking up? Your cost of goods and selling it at retail. How much wiggle room do you have for ads to be profitable? That's literally the first thing I look at. Is the content there, like Dan said? Are you targeting people with more targeted type content? So if you're looking for that particular customer profile, does everybody in the video or the piece of content you're advertising reflect that audience that you're targeting? And then does the landing page experience also reflect that same customer profile you're looking for, the same demographic? So there's a lot of different metrics that we could look at and kind of analyze. Is the creative the issue? Is the click-through rate good? Is it average or better? If yes, then the ad is most likely not the issue because people are interested enough to take that next action step. And when you get on the website, is the conversion rate an issue? Is it above industry standards, below industry standards? If it's below industry standards and you're getting a good click-through rate, that means your website's the issue. So it might not be a highly converting, website design that you have. Are all those things okay? But now your average order value just needs work. You have postcard upsells set up. You have all these other things like offering free shipping over orders over X dollars, incentivize people to spend more on your website. Is that set up? Is there a banner on every page that indicates that? There's literally a million things that we can analyze and identify where the issue is, and improving those things usually starts increasing the performance of the ads.
And that gives people a lot of value, and it's not just the Facebook ads, but it's every step along the process that could be a problem. And and not converting or not making a profit. That makes a lot of sense. Going into the start of Goat Case, what were you guys starting with in terms of content on social media?
What type of content we're using on social media?
Yeah, like first right off the bat.
So the very
Dan was the director of the first
yeah,
video.
the very first video was a compilation of my house and all my friends and me literally scouting locations, finding the models, wrote the script, and all of that happened within like 3 days.
Interesting.
So I think that video to this day probably has tens of millions of views. But ideally, what we were trying to show in that video was all the different ways that you can use GoCase in your daily life. You know, whether you're into sports or into fitness or into, you know,
It told a story from the moment of waking up throughout the day and then all the way to the end going to sleep.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That
so
is.
that video told
Nice.
the story. And honestly, it was our first video ever that we like spearheaded, and it's probably to this day our best. So it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. That's like, right? Would you say that was probably the best video we've ever shot and the most effective?
Can you scroll down on at Goat Case all the way down to the beginning and see it?
Oh, of
It's
course.
definitely on the page
I mean, you
somewhere.
just go to YouTube. It's pretty easy to find. I can send you guys the link to it. Let's see. If you just probably type in Goat Case on YouTube, it should be probably the first video.
Okay, awesome. We might play it on the video version of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube alone,
There
it
it
has
is.
500,000 views.
Wow.
Damn.
Do you channel Go Case on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 500K. Holy, did you run it up? Did you run up some ad money on there for the YouTube views?
No, it's pretty crazy because we were getting so much branded search that even just testimonials of people talking about our products were getting hundreds of thousands of views.
Wow.
Because you know how Google now, well, people are going to YouTube to find out about the product, and also Google now indexes YouTube videos in your first page.
Exactly.
So there was so much search and demand for a product. People were just regular people were getting hundreds of thousands of views.
That's sweet.
Yes.
Wow.
So then after that initial video that launched us, I think we bought a few shout outs with that video. And then we just had so much positive response, and our DMs just started blowing up with just random people, like not even influencer, like people with big followings, literally people with like 100 followers, like not many high level posts on their pages. They were just asking for free cases, and we thought it was a good opportunity where a free case in exchange for a piece of content of them using the case. And it turned into this just viral, like massive micro influencer / like user generated content campaign that we then used. We took like all these testimonials we got and little pieces of content that these people sent us and mashed them all together and just made like insider style videos with them and like testimonial mashups and kind of used those as our next pieces of content that we circulated on influencer pages. So, and that really also resonated because it just showed regular people using this phone case in a variety of ways and showed all the functionalities of it. And then
You gave free cases to random people? Like just anyone that said, I want a free?
random people, maybe like we had at least like 50 people that we just gave, like the first 50 people like free cases. They sent us, and believe it or not, everyone that we sent cases to sent the videos of them using it. And it was a low investment for us, you know, sending out free cases for a ton of content that we didn't even have to pay for. So, and then we just, you know, sent all that raw footage to our video editors. They mashed it all together and formed
Nice.
a great piece of content.
Wow,
Dang.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's really smart.
Yeah, because what we started to do near the end of 2019 with our e-commerce company is we were hitting up a lot of micro influencers. How many followers?
Like just like
Like
50 to 100,000.
Yeah, and believe it or not, like most of them like would create content and even post it on their page for all
Do a
their followers
giveaway.
to see,
They'll do a giveaway.
literally just for a free product.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other really interesting thing we were doing back then is because once again we were buying so many shout outs on all these huge pages, celebrity pages, the biggest media pages. So we were able to get celebrities to make videos for free for us, and also huge influencers that had, you know, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers on Instagram, YouTube, etc. because we would tell them, hey, we can get you posted on, a celebrity's page, or we get you posted on the Shade Room or Baller Alert or whatever. So we were leveraging our buying power and attention to get these influencers on these platforms. And we were obviously able to get their content and their likeness for free. And it'd be a bigger win because now we have better content to put on these celebrity and media pages. So it was,
Oh yeah, and then you tag them.
Yeah, no, so we didn't tag them in the caption. We would watermark it in like the video. So in the bottom right-hand corner of the video, it would have like their Instagram handle.
Okay. Yeah, because you would just want the caption to convert for sales.
Like tag 2 pages, so we couldn't tag the influencer and we couldn't tag us. So we would just watermark their @ in the bottom right-hand corner. So they'd get like free exposure essentially, just making a video for us. They'd get free exposure to like over 10 million followers on the Shade Room every time we posted them.
Nice. Holy
That's
shit,
sick.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what were your beginning goals with social media, and maybe with Caffeine Digital? What were the
beginning goals were, for me at least, was initially just to grow a following, and then learning about how things online work to grow a business. And
Well, your main goal is for $10 a day, right?
yeah, my initial goal was for $45 a week on social media, but
where did that number come from? $45.
Is that what you thought you could live off of?
no, that was just how I first found out people were really utilizing social media to you were able to make money online. My friend told me he was making $45 a week through a Twitter account, and I was mind blown. And I left the gym and I made a Twitter account.
Social media.
Welcome to social media, the platform that allows you to make $45 a week.
At least $45 a week.
Yeah. That was the start of it all.
That's awesome. Do you guys notice a lot of engagement? Like, do you guys use your Instagram DM? Do you utilize that for leveraging anything?
What do you mean?
Like, so for our sales, most of our sales are done in Instagram DM. Not much.
Yeah, we're definitely reaching a lot of different brands through Instagram for sure.
Oh yeah, hey, it's just the way to go. I think it's more. I think it's proven to be way more reachable than email.
Yeah.
Because the email, there's junk folders. There's so much shit in email, and people barely check their email anyways. And everyone's always running through their Instagram.
I get a higher response rate in the Instagram DM than I do over email.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we definitely do a lot over the DM. It's also cool because I own a large Instagram page as well called Rap, and
You own Rap?
You own @Rap?
Yeah.
Are you the one in the DMs too?
I mean, I'm not the one
Oh,
that's
okay.
dealing with day to day. Obviously,
Okay.
I can go on my phone right now and look who's DMing.
Uh huh.
Interesting.
So obviously, just that name and it being verified, it has like the ability to talk to like literally almost anyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Like people even reach out to us, like Justin Bieber, Shaquille O'Neal, pretty much any rapper you can think of, except for Kanye West. I wish.
Yeah, but he's on Instagram.
Yeah, even huge brands like it really.
Has Drake reached out to that account?
No,
Uh,
fortunately not.
What do they reach out asking for?
What?
What do they reach out asking for?
Just a bunch of different things. Justin Bieber just wanted a shout out for his clothing brand.
Oh, really? He's like shout out Drew House, and then you guys did a quick shout out.
Yeah, I mean he was supposed to send me like all his merch, but he just never did. But
Really?
he reached out to us.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. I want to set up a giveaway with Justin Bieber. That would crush. Justin Bieber would pull some crazy numbers.
that'd be ridiculous.
Hey, they have the platform to leverage that. Maybe if we do a Justin Bieber collab giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the accounts that we own, one of our business partner runs the account. They've been at Raps DMs. It's
Oh yeah, lyrical.
yeah. We own the at Lyrical.
Lyrical Lemonade might scoop that or something.
Yeah.
Our plan with that is just to boost it up and then sell it because the at's worth is pretty high.
Nice.
or turn it into like a brand where we do concerts.
Yeah, OG usernames are ridiculous how much they go for.
Yeah, I have Rhyme too, actually. I'm literally not even doing anything with it.
Just to have the app type thing. Rhyme.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah, so right now we have rap, bars, rhyme, steez, and verse.
I'm curious.
Wow.
How did you acquire @rap?
I just knew like I said, I mean, we had a platform that had 4,000 influencers using it. So pretty much the entire quote unquote meme community I had done business with. So when I looked up to see who owns @rap, it was someone that I already knew and had already actually met in person. So it was a pretty easy transaction.
Got it.
Oh yeah, and you can trust that since you knew him in person.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, we've been doing business together for, at that point, 1 or 2 years, and a lot of business, and it was just I got lucky for sure.
That's
Got it.
sweet.
And so
But
what's your
at that time there was not a single rap page on Instagram. We were the very first ones. I saw kind of like what the space was turning into, because I had actually created the first World Star page on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah,
First World Star page.
Or World Star,
for
right?
World Star, we went from 0 to 1 million followers in 2 months, and
wow.
that was in 2013 or 14 or something. And I saw what the space was turning into and how like all these pages need to monetize off just really spammy, like, drop shipping stores and this scams. You remember back with like the incentive downloads everyone was doing and stuff like that.
Huge scams.
So I saw what the rap space was turning into and how there was like, a real culture behind it and content nonstop.
Totally.
So I got the handle and I turned it into kind of what it is now.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's amazing what it is now. You did a great job with it.
And it
Congrats.
makes total sense. Rap is like the pinnacle of culture.
Which one?
World Star.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he DM you?
Yeah. Then I had to change the World Star name before Q died, because World Star started going on Instagram and they didn't want anyone else using that name. So
You literally had @World Star?
no, it was called Funny World Star.
Oh, funny World Star. Well, where'd you get World Star from?
I got it from World Star.
You actually ripped it off and then he hit you up and you're like, oh, okay.
I wouldn't say I ripped it off. I just used the World Star likeness for my platform to grow because,
They didn't even have a page.
they didn't have a page. So people,
That's so crazy. When was that? What year was this?
I think it was around 2014.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap. Gosh, I can't imagine what it was like growing an Instagram page in 2014.
Yeah, like in 2014, I graduated high school, and I don't even think I had an Insta. I think I started Instagram like just after high school, to be honest, or I might have had it at high school, but I never went on it. Like I wasn't huge into social media in high school, but that's crazy, man. That's when it was like. Is that when it was blue and white?
I think so. I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
That's like what TikTok is now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
TikTok is like insane. TikTok's out. Are you guys on TikTok at all? Do you guys do anything with TikTok?
I downloaded it, but I haven't messed around with it too much.
Yeah, I have the @rap on TikTok too. Actually,
Oh yeah.
it's only like 38,000 followers or something like that.
You're just throwing up some clips and you get some good views because it's rappers. It's like kind of like people like it a lot.
Yeah, I have one of our team members just handling all that. They're just posting.
Just some rap clips.
That could get grown
Yeah.
to 1 million so quickly.
Yeah, like TikTok's good and all, but the conversion is just crap. Like you can't convert to anything.
Yeah,
Zero.
Yeah,
Zero.
like
It's
0% conversion to anything. It's just kind of it's there. It's super viral, a lot of attention, but it's like a lot of low quality attention, very low quality.
People
like
are
they're taking
watching
2
it.
seconds. They're
People
just
are
like
watching
kids,
it
like,
half
running through it,
asleep,
yeah.
like an hour before bed.
yeah.
Yeah, something to definitely keep an eye on, but not like.
So guys, I was interested to hear your guys' views on kind of business branding on social media versus like personal branding, because I noticed that Dan, I haven't even seen your personal brand on social media, but John's is pretty low key compared to like
I
Goat
have
Case,
personal
Snow
brand.
Agency. I'm interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are on it.
It's tough to when you're running a personal brand. If you're doing it the right way, it's like another like full-time job in itself. So, because right, if you first you have to identify what is your personal brand, what do you want to talk about, and then if it's related to business or advertising or whatever, you
Yeah.
need to consistently feed your customer base information, and it's just a lot, especially before agency. It's like that we had no reason, or I had no reason to create a personal brand other than there's no reason to it. We're just creating our own brands. We don't need clients. We don't need people looking at what we're doing. But now that we have an agency and we're trying to get more clients and more attention, everything else like that, now we're trying to, at least I'm trying to start getting my face out there more public speaking, podcasts, creating more content, and trying to become a thought leader in the space. So
Makes sense. That was literally our exact same views.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had pretty much
So you guys are at the stage like right now, like, okay, it's time to blow it up for the both of you.
yeah,
Like Dan said, it's a lot of work, and juggling dentistry full time in Brooklyn, New York, combined with an agency in Edgewater, New Jersey. I haven't had the right amount of time to devote to kind of building that out and see what I want to do with it. That's why I've kind of kept it under wraps for now until I have the time to devote and really be consistent with it.
But that's super cool to say dentistry and entrepreneur. Like,
Yeah.
what is that for you? Do you just like have a burning passion for dentistry, and it's like, okay, I really want to do both?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be like my passion since I was in like 7th grade and I had braces. I said one day I want to
Really?
be honest.
And you never lost, and you actually did. You're like, okay, this is
Once I get
wow,
in my head, I'll keep working until I get it. And I finally got it, so I'm not just going to give it up. And I do still have a passion for it, actually. So the plan is also, I'll probably, like, when I'm done with my residency here in a couple of months, I'll open up like a boutique practice that's open 1 or 2 days a week, and kind of just have that alongside with the agency, where they're both focuses in my life, and just kind of balancing both of them, rather than having these crazy days now where I'm like literally up at 6 a.m. and don't go to sleep till like 1 a.m. because I'm doing both, all sandwiched into one day.
Yeah. Is there conflict at all with the two of you being in business together, and you have obviously a huge commitment in dentistry?
Yeah, no, not at all. Actually, it's been pretty great. I would say there hasn't been any tension at all, because I do spend a lot of time with the agency, but people here don't even believe that I have a job as a dentist. That's how.
Man, you're probably working like 60 something hours a week.
Yeah. So now we've been able
Damn.
to balance it tremendously, actually, believe it or not. And it's worked great to this day. And, from day one, I was actually, like I said, I was a dentist in the Air Force, so nothing's really changed from then until now. But I'll definitely have a lot more time freed up once I'm done with my residency here. So yeah, just balancing both of those worlds it'll be a lot easier now that once I'm done with residency, I'll have a couple days a week in my own private practice around here, and then be at the agency, full time the rest of the week.
Dope. Where do you guys see influencer, like social media going, and specifically influencer marketing? Like maybe 5 to 10 years, what does it look like? I mean, like we've already come so far in 5 to 10 years. Influencers didn't even exist really 10 years ago.
Yeah, there was no such thing.
Like A-list celebrities, of course, are always a thing.
No such thing as an influencer job 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think my biggest prediction is that just in 5 years' time, not even 10, because 10 might as well 100 years.
You have no clue. It's some crazy shit
We're going
going
to
on.
become less dependent on Facebook because of the increasing advertising costs.
Yeah.
And the other platforms are going to be able to catch up in terms of their predictability and machine learning to be able to acquire customers in a predictable and profitable manner like we are able to do right now on Facebook. So I think we're going to see more of a rise on YouTube, Snapchat, and Pinterest on people being able to utilize those platforms for.
That's a good prediction.
So 5 years, the maturity of Facebook, and YouTube is already pretty like large, and you think it's going to continue to go up in terms of the ad platform?
Yeah, I mean YouTube. I think I saw recently they did $15 billion last year in revenue, but that is, we can look up right now what did Facebook do last year, and advertising revenue. So 2019.
YouTube did 15 billion.
I believe so. So Facebook did 70 billion last year.
I thought it'd be more than that.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising. Actually, is it Facebook and Instagram, or is it just Facebook?
Maybe both. Yeah, they probably segmented out for reporting.
Facebook earned.
Huh.
70 billion.
I wonder what
like that.
Facebook's ad budget is and how they even run their ad. Like,
Instagram did 20 billion in ad revenue last year. Facebook did 70. It looks like. So it's about $90 billion compared to YouTube, which is 15. But the major thing that I think why it's a little misleading is that I'm not saying no one uses YouTube, but it's primarily large businesses that are using YouTube for brand awareness.
mm-hmm.
You don't really see many direct consumer brands on there.
Did you guys do YouTube ads for GoCase at all?
We did a little bit, but we
Wasn't too good.
So yeah.
It just was not quite as much there for as the other avenues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're talking about all the ad platforms growing. I'm just thinking about like Snapchat. I remember signing up for Snapchat ads for as soon as it was able to go live, and then we were planning on doing some Snapchat ads. And what it was saying was they don't give you any result. They wouldn't give you any results on conversions, and they would only tell you an estimate of impressions, and then you had to spend a minimum of $500 for one campaign with one creative.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at since then, but that was just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what company would throw their money at that instead of going.
Especially
Yeah, that's the disappointing thing with Snapchat is that we had a similar experience. It was a little more refined than your experience.
Yeah.
I got into maybe a year or two after launch.
Yeah.
But it still was just not user friendly at all. Like you said, there were all these limitations that Facebook doesn't have. Like, it was just very disappointing, and I haven't seen Snapchat really develop much over the past few years, which kind of has soured me on it. Just because
Yeah, it's true.
it's just not as predictable. The traffic is not as predictable. It's very glitchy, and there's a lot of limitations still with the way you can format campaigns and tracking in general.
Yeah, well, like it's literally not even close to Facebook ads. Like
Yeah.
it's not even in the same league. Like
Yeah, over the years, I haven't seen many improvements on it. I'll check in every now and then, maybe like once a quarter, to see how it is. Like literally the same. So it just hasn't captured much of our attention yet, just because of those limitations that I just mentioned.
All right, this is gonna bring us to the last question of our regular podcast before we go into the audio only version. Some rapid fire questions, but we need you guys to define clout. So we have the definition, but we want you guys to define, and then we'll tell you what the actual definition
Just
is.
the word.
It's an old term. It's not even new. Like, you think clout's new, right? I thought it was new. We looked it up. It's like early 1900s definition. We're like, holy shit.
Yeah, just the word clout.
A quick answer would be, I would say, commanding authority in the space amongst your peers.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's pretty much what it is in different words.
Yeah, Dan, you have a response?
Let's say just really your credibility amongst your peers.
So that could be like there could be like a low level of clout. So like, say there's like a frat kid who's really popular at school. He's got that local clout. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
The
Okay.
credibility.
So the
Yeah.
definition is influence and power, specifically in business and politics.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like 1930s. It was like 1932 or something like that, where they define it as that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So clout's been bouncing around for almost a century.
Wow.
And then social media just came in the past like decade or two. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And it's
pretty cool.
immediately applied in social media, used in everyone's rap songs,
Yeah,
and it's modernized.
definitely.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on the podcast. We're going to go to the audio only version. So go to Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. Watch there, listen. Rapid fire questions. Let's go.